Hello everybody, my name is C3PAwesome, and today I'm going to be going over the characters in Force Combat that I will be predicting to come before the alpha is finished. These are not characters that will be DLC, these are not wishlist characters, and these are not characters that will be added just because they'll be added, like Legends characters. These are the characters that I think will be added before Force Combat finishes up its alpha and move on to either the beta or to the full released game, so before DLC. If you like this video, please subscribe. I will be doing more Force Combat related content, and please join the Discord if you want to be more into the series and into the games. The first character we're going to talk about is Cal Kestis from Jedi Fallen Order, a game that was recently released last year around November that has recently gotten extremely popular. Jedi Fallen Order has done really well in terms of sales and in terms of its popularity. People really like Fallen Order, they like the ties to the Clone Wars and to the rest of the Star Wars story. He has teased, Last Jawa that is, Cal Kestis in the past. I can't show you because I can't seem to find the image anymore, but he has teased Cal Kestis in the past, and I think the reason why he's not in the game at the moment is because of animation troubles and things like that. He does have really unique animations, and that might be a while to capture it in the game. So he will most likely be coming at some point, just not currently. The next character we're going to be talking about is Jango Fett. And originally I was not going to have Jango Fett on the list. I was going to have him on the wish list instead of the prediction list. But looking back on the characters that we now have, such as The Mandalorian and Boba Fett, Jango seems super duper likely, and that's mostly because of the story mode towers. And recently in the video for Last Jawa's YouTube channel, we saw Boba Fett actually make his way onto the story mode towers. And as people know, Jango Fett had a brief fight with Obi-Wan Kenobi in Attack of the Clones. And in terms of Attack of the Clones fights, it's pretty much pretty lacking. So Jango probably will be a character in that regard. And I honestly really think that he would be the perfect fit for this game, and he would be really different from Boba, despite them both using a jetpack, and would also be a perfect counter to Boba if Boba turns out to be too much of a hassle with the jetpack. We don't want another Battlefront 2 on our hands. I also briefly want to add in this extra audio to say that the arena from Attack of the Clones has been teased, and Mace Windu is also a playable character, so that would give more reason to add Jango Fett as a character at some point, since he does die in Attack of the Clones due to Mace Windu in the arena. It's all set up so perfectly. I feel like Jango has already been confirmed already. One of the last characters we're going to be talking about is FN 2199 from Star Wars The Force Awakens. I was under the impression that at some point this character was going to actually be confirmed in the story mode towers trailer for Force Combat 4.0, but apparently he wasn't. And the reason why I think that this particular stormtrooper is going to be playable and also a boss fight in the game is because of his fight with Finn in The Force Awakens. It's an extremely famous scene, it's also a meme scene, and Last Jawa is definitely keen on adding memes from Star Wars into the game, such as Obi-Wan's hello there move and things around that type. So I honestly think that at some point Traitor, as he's called, or TR-8R, will make his way into the game at some point, and who knows, maybe they'll even put in a unique moveset for him that involves his Electro Baton. We did see that Finn is going to be using an Electro Baton in one of the levels and will hopefully be a playable character at some point. But in terms of that regard, I do still hope that we do get this Stormtrooper. I know he's a basic Stormtrooper, but he was on my original prediction list and wish list, so I hope that at some point he does make it into the game. The last two characters that I want to cover are being lumped together, and that is Ezra Bridger and the Grand Inquisitor, two characters exclusive to Star Wars Rebels. Star Wars Rebels is honestly just as good as the Clone Wars in my opinion, and I know a lot of other people really do feel the sentiment, especially certain people who have younger audiences that they want to introduce Star Wars to. Rebels is a really nice show, and I really did enjoy it. I did predict a lot of characters from Rebels would be in the game, however, only at this point we have Rebels Ahsoka and the Seventh Sister. The reason why I think these two characters are going to be in the game is mostly because of the TV show Towers that will be coming in at some point. Jawa hasn't distinctly said that he will be making a tower based around Star Wars Rebels, but I remember he did talk about potentially adding in a Clone Wars themed tower. And another reason why I think these two characters are going to come are mostly because of their big influence on the Star Wars story. At retrospect, they didn't do as much for the entire universe, but in terms of how powerful they are, Ezra is one of the last Jedi that are alive, and at this current moment, the Grand Inquisitor has actually been brought back in the Star Wars comics. It would be a perfect time to bring back the Inquisitor by including him in this game. He could have a really fiery appearance like he has in the comics, and we could finally get a bit more out of these characters, which we didn't really get to see very much in their series. We only have one Inquisitor so far, and I think a second Inquisitor, one that's much more powerful and a whole lot more experienced than her, would be a whole lot more interesting, especially when his lightsaber spinning mechanics would be the meat of his moveset. Well, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to cover in this video. I spent around 3 hours editing this, so hopefully it looks alright and you guys got some enjoyment out of it. It was fun just, talking about my predictions for the game and what will be coming. I didn't cover any of the non-playable characters that we saw, such as the Magna Guard or the Praetorian Guard from the most recent trailer. You can probably see them in the background, and the reason why is because I expect that at some point most of them will be playable. I do think that rare characters, like for example Finn, might be just a skin, but I am hoping for characters like Captain Phasma and Vickrul, who is the Knight of Ren. He looks really, really interesting to me. And honestly, I'm just really excited for the future of this game, and I'm glad that I found out about it at the beginning of this year. So, Last Jawa, thank you so much for creating an amazing game. If you guys want to see more content like this, please do drop a like and don't let this video flop. If it does get a lot of views, I'll make more videos that are in this style, where I just talk and not show you gameplay. I do want to make this channel a bit more about Index and about Star Wars, so let's make a great series, let's just have some fun with this. So please leave a like, I'll see you later, and bye bye.